New Albany has a rich history of electing women to public office, including Martha Taylor Babbitt, the first woman to become mayor. New Albany currently has 2 women serving on city council in Marlene Brisk and Andrea Wiltrout, and at one point had 3 consecutive female mayors with Callie Cardulis, Colleen Briscoe, and Nancy Ferguson.
It was an honor to serve as mayor for 12 years and to be a council member for 6 years before that. I really owe a lot to the women who laid the groundwork for me to become involved in our local government.
That groundwork dates back to the early 1900s when the women's suffrage movement was in full swing. It took activists and reformers nearly 100 years, but in 1920, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution was finally ratified, giving women the right to vote. At the time of the amendment, New Albany was a very small town with only 200 residents. Women outnumbered the men, and they would use that advantage on Election Day in 1921.
Someone forgot to bring the ballots to the township hall. The ladies saw it as an opportunity to get some things done around the old town. So, knowing it was write-in ballots, they got a hold of all their friends to write in them as the new council members.
The results were very surprising to the community. 5 women had been elected as council members, and 1 man was also elected. And then the mayor, Mayor Margram, was running unopposed. He was also elected at that time. Martha Taylor Babbitt was one of the council people who was elected. I like to think that maybe she was one of the people who had a lot of ideas for the agenda of the new council because the other members elected her as president of council.
By May of 1922, Mayor J.F. Margram decided to resign. As council president, Martha Taylor Babbitt took over for Margram, making her the first woman to become mayor of New Albany.
I think women were very excited to see the ramifications of getting the right to vote in their community and getting this opportunity to improve the things that were going on in their town for the first time.
As far as local historians know, Babbitt and the women of council were very productive in a short amount of time.
At their second meeting, under Martha's leadership, the women proposed 2 big changes for the town. First, they wanted to change the gas lights to electric, and second, they wanted to have the roads tarred and chipped to make them a little bit more passable with the invention of the automobile a few years before.
By December of 1922, almost all of the projects were done. They were very proud of their ability to get so much done in a 1-year period of time. At that point, most of the members of council resigned, we have heard. We haven't been able to substantiate that or verify that through public records, but we've heard that most of the members of council resigned there because they saw that their work was done and what they wanted to accomplish was done.
It's very interesting that these women were so progressive for the times. This is a time in America when most women were working on the farms or a store clerk or sewing and mending. They weren't really politicians anywhere. So for so many to collectively gather together for this cause was amazing.
From New Albany's very first female council members to those serving today, women have played a prominent role in this community's growth and quality of life.